of questioning. Threats are not required.
With everything you've done, you're lucky I'm only threatening you right now.
Please, this argument is getting us nowhere.
Initiate, you're back. Maybe you can help me talk some sense into Rahmani here. We've been going over what happened at Vault 96 and interrogating our prisoner. This smug monster is practically bragging about torture and unleashing horrors on the world.
I am not bragging.
Rahmani is
What
treating
I have done was necessary. I take no pride in those terrible acts. I will have to live with the shame of them forever. That weight does not, however, diminish that the ends were worth the means. You will learn that soon enough.
Do you see
My
the
colleagues
arrogance,
our
the
creation,
self-justification?
vast improvement on the FEV.
We should end him and be
distributed
done with it.
That's what I said.
It's justice. You've killed people for less, and the people of Appalachia deserve
They'll
an
get
end
it,
to this
but
madness.
summary execution isn't the way. Preventing Dr. Blackburn's associates from taking this horror any further must be our priority. And we may need the doctor to convince them.
My colleagues have a facility better suited to final testing and mass production of the virus. As we speak, they are preparing for its release into the air and water of Appalachia. Once dispersed, it will enter the precipitation cycle in groundwater.
No!
And then it
It could
be
spread for
stopped.
hundreds, maybe thousands of miles!
That is your goal, not mine. But I am not a soldier, and would not withstand strenuous interrogation well. No minor delay on my part will change what is to come. My colleagues are already preparing. Perhaps my cooperation will allow us
Impossible.
to make a case for the
We could never support something so
convince you
abominable.
of our cause. My colleagues have a laboratory hidden beneath the headquarters of my former employer, West Tech. We intend to correct the FEV's mistakes at their birthplace. Poetically appropriate, would you not agree?
Yes. If the doctor's associates are preparing to distribute the virus, we have to put our emotions aside here and get to them before they can. Blackburn's punishment, whatever its form, can wait until Appalachia is safe. Head to West Tech.
I don't like
Find
this,
and secure the
Rahmani.
entrance to this
We
lab.
should be done with him
Follow
here
me.
and now and level this laboratory. This is just like what Elder Maxim faced at Mariposa. Or have you forgotten?
Elder Maxon came to regret acting rashly there. Or have you forgotten?
If they've already begun producing the virus, blowing up the place could just help spread it. We'll need to be a bit more delicate than that.
Very well. If Blackburn is coming with us, I will be watching him.
If I can prevent further loss of life,
This fellow lunatic.
I will.
Then it's decided. Initiate, head for West Tech. We've no time to lose. See you there.
We're gonna be invincible. One day I'll make night. Then I'll show those guys who's boss.
Need to smash. What is it? What is it? Getting hungry. I am strongest. Strongest super mutant. Pay for that. You're here. No. Stop hiding. Today.
Appalachian milk. Hellcats. Guess it was nothing.
You'll pay!
Shin. Let's catch up with our vanguard. Everything under control, Initiate?
The Hellcats were likely here to protect Blackburn's associates from the super mutants above.
Should we expect any further resistance?
I am not aware of the details of the defensive measures my colleagues may have taken. I would not, however, expect them to tolerate trespassers.
We should keep moving.
As you wish. I am your prisoner, after all. I have little choice in the matter. Dr. Farhar is nominally the head of their group, Headstrong, an old university colleague. Dr. Jane was a junior scientist at Westtech, brilliant but easily led. He shared my disgust at the Huntersville mistake. Nellie Wright, on the other hand, is Dr. Farhar's pet project, an adoptee of sorts. Very talented, despite her lack of formal schooling. A trap I conceived, prepared, and executed entirely while in your custody? You give me too much credit. Certainly.
Let's move out. Eyes open.
Edgar, who are these people?
The gods are dead, Dr. Farha. This is the Brotherhood of Steel. I have been their guest since they discovered our project.
We will not
Notably,
be
they
intimidated.
object to what we are doing.
This facility is secure. You can't get to us. We will finish our work. Why?
Because it's the frontier of science. It's the next step in our self-guided evolution as a species. Why wouldn't we do this? Hey, don't talk around me.
Nellie. I am not. I've tried to mitigate the damage done, but I've let Edgar and the others talk me into justifying the means with the ends.
I can see you're
Maybe I'm not
troubled.
so sure.
You know what you're
But I won't
doing
let you
isn't
hurt anyone
right.
here. And our
Let's
decisions
talk
are
through
our
this.
own, not yours to make for us. I want to avoid violence. But that's always on the table, as long as you hold Dr.
I am
Blackburn
afraid
hostage.
you will have to give in on
Let
this
him
one.
go.
If you truly want to stop our
Let him
distribution
go or we will cut
process,
off.
I advise you to
And
listen to the
proceed with our
doctor's
plans.
entreaties. Allow me to explain. My colleagues could not stop production if they tried. It requires a code. I am the only one who knows the code. I set this plan in motion, and I am the only one who can stop it.
Is this true?
Edgar.
You'll have to forgive Dr. Farha. She did not know. I added this function.
Boy, that's handy,
to our
huh?
distribution program. As insurance, you might say. So there you have it. I am willing to help you in exchange for sparing my colleagues' lives, but you will have to let me in there with them. I assure you, I have only a peaceful resolution in mind.
We cannot seriously be considering this.
I don't like it either. But what other option do we have? If we do nothing, the outcome will be
Dr.
just as
Farha,
catastrophic.
please permit me inside as a sign of good faith from the Brotherhood. I am certain we can negotiate a peaceful resolution and perhaps preserve our work at the same time.
All right. I'm registering you for the security grid. Just...
With your leave,
Don't make this worse.
This is a mistake.
now that that is over with, Nellie, prep the test chamber. They want proof
Edgar,
of our
wait!
success. I will give it to them myself. I am sorry, but this must happen. You will see, and then there will be no more debate.
Edgar, please. Let's talk about this.
You've signed your death warrant, Blackburn.
I will test the sample on myself and be proof of our achievement. Anything you do to me after does not matter. I'm going in. Ready the tank.
We should have executed him when we had the chance.
Now is not the time. We've got to find a way in quickly. There's no time to waste.
FEV flow ready, Doctor.
Initiating procedure. Code. Ascension.
Initiating.
Please. All of you, this isn't right!
What's this? No. What's happening? This can't be. The figures were correct.
Edgar, I should have known. I did know. We weren't ready. I owe you an apology. Our work was a failure. Any good it might have done was a mirage. I knew it in my heart, but didn't listen. As a token of goodwill, I have used Edgar's code to stop production. We will not distribute the virus. I will make sure of that. But I will not simply let you in. There may be little I can do to stop you, but I will defend my colleagues in what little way I can. I will not freely hand over our lives. This is all I can do to resist. Please.
I wouldn't put it past them to have rigged this exit with traps. There must be a
We
password.
shouldn't waste time searching. If you know how to brute force a terminal, now would be the time.
You're still here?
think they've stopped production. This whole sob story sounds like a trap.
We can verify that once the area is secure and send for Scribe Valdez to double check. Until then, stay on.
You've arrived. Please, hear me out. We are scientists. Our work is all we have to give to this broken world. We had truly hoped to give humanity a better way to fight back. Against the radiation, the mutants, the decay of civilization. We failed.
Why does it sound like this isn't up? We weren't that far off, just a tweak here or there.
We can still do. Please,
If I may interrupt,
spare us your wrath.
I agree with everything Dr. Farha has to say. Despite how it looks, we are not evil people. We wish only to better humankind. Knowing that, what are your intentions with us? I hope that's not a threat.
The Brotherhood exists to keep humanity safe. And your work endangered everyone in Appalachia. If that failed virus had gotten out, countless people
Wait,
would
Shin.
have died.
It's clear that we can't just let them go. But their knowledge could be valuable to the Brotherhood and the people of Appalachia. Blackburn was the ringleader, but he's gone. We know nothing about the others, and of all people, you and I shouldn't fault anyone for trying to make a difference.
I can. And I will.
Is this still about back then? You can't forgive yourself for your own
This
mistakes, so
has
you refuse
nothing to
forgive
do with
others
that.
too.
There will be no more experiments.
Wait, so you're really going to kill us?
Too dangerous.
Hold on. We're not killing anybody. We will bring them back to Fort Atlas and have...
Have you lost your mind?
Think about it. This is exactly why the Brotherhood exists. To safeguard technology. I hate to admit it, but the Elders are right on this. We can't let them
A wise
go.
compromise. I'm willing to cooperate. You, the angry one. Consider the fact that universities are no longer operating. In a generation or two, there will be few, if
How many
any,
dozens have you killed? Do you really think your life is worth more than theirs because of your education? We don't need your knowledge if you're deranged enough to be sort of...
Please! Stop this. Let us stop for a moment and talk to each other. There's still much that we haven't told you about our work. And we know little about your Brotherhood. Perhaps we can find out more
Yes.
about
Maybe some discussion will cool Shin's head. And no desire for this to
Very
come
well.
close.
You haven't said anything yet. Surely you have an opinion on this matter. By all means. We won't be going anywhere.
I urge you to reconsider. This was never meant to come to violence. They are good people. Dr. Farah is quite strict, but it's because she cares. About Nellie particularly. The girl is unorthodox, but you can't fault her for it. We're all born differently into this world. And about Dr. Blackburn, well, the world has lost a visionary intellect. It's a shame. Tragedy. Dr. Farha may disagree, but I'd like to finish the FEV formula. We can implement new safety measures. Animal experiments on thorough waste disposal. We're so close to improving the human race as we know it. The world has changed, my friend. How are we to survive if we don't change with it? I never intended to hurt anyone. Dr. Blackburn was in charge of procurement. He told us they were volunteers. It was only later that... by then. Please understand, we were so close. It could have ended any day. Please don't let this work go to waste.
I heard when the Brotherhood breaks down your door, they say, "Add victory. Hand over your arms." Is that true? Oh, really? I was gonna ask you for a reenactment. Janie and Farah? Well, I don't think anybody liked me before Farah, so I'm glad we're together. Janie worries too much. She's always asking, are we doing the right thing? Is this gonna work? You don't know until you try. Edgar was the most fun of all. Too bad he miscalculated. What about them? Oh, are you a licensed medical professional? Even if you are, it's pretty rude to make sudden, unwarranted diagnoses of people you just met. To improve the human race. If I was kidnapped for our experiments, I wouldn't mind. Most kidnappers do much worse. Is that any worse than being human? As Dr. Jane says, all life is sacred. You'd probably gun them down regardless, right? Okay, I guess. Wrong. It's all wrong. We ran the models, but the models were wrong. I know exactly where to change the ratios to make this work. I can make it work. We just need one more chance. Don't run from science. Let us do this. Let us change the world. You're not really gonna kill us, are you? I'm awfully young to die. You can fit a lot.
What questions do you have for me? Or has your party made a decision? Dr. Blackburn and Dr. Jane were my college associates. They didn't know each other at the time. I met Nellie when she broke through my window to search for scraps, as wasteland survivors do. She was more interested in my research notes than my leftovers, so I took her in. Taught her what I know. It went too far. And quite frankly, I regret bringing the others onto this project. By the time I figured out that Dr. Blackburn was experimenting on humans, Nellie and Dr. Jane had already become passionate about the project. I was unable to convince them to pull back. I stayed in the hopes that my objections could save even one innocent person from being experimented on. There was no one interested in listening. I had to talk their superiors down first. The Brotherhood are a passionate sort, aren't they? We could focus the idea of human evolution into a more targeted formula. Say, a formula to increase muscle bulk, or to repel radiation. In fact, I hear serums of that sort may already be circulating among the survivors of the region. I'd like to study what they have created and improve upon it. And what has your organization decided? That's relief. I assure you that you'll have our cooperation.
So that's it then. You and Rahmani would repeat the mistakes of the past and use these criminals to build more weapons of destruction. To send the world further down the path of chaos for
The
your own
Brotherhood's
gain.
mission has always been to use the power of science to guide us to a better world. Rather than murder great minds, we will shape them into people who will
On that point, we agree.
and we will do
I
it
refuse
without
to serve an
barbarians.
illegitimate branch of a principled institution. The elders need to know about our failures. All of them. It will be my honor to give that report in person. My best initiates will be coming with me. The ones I can trust.
Take them. There are plenty more willing recruits out there who would rather extend a helping hand.
You mean who'd rather cower behind the guise of altruism than take responsibility to make things right? It doesn't matter. Do as you will, Rahmani. The elders will judge you.
We are grateful. The work we do next could still change the world.
You go on ahead. I'll bring the scientists back to Fort Atlas, then Friends, initiates, faces new and old. It's good to see you today. I am proud to announce that the mutant threat has been cornered and removed. But it came with an unfortunate consequence. I'm sure you all know that relations between Shin and I have been strained for some time now. I'm afraid my leaving out his title is no mistake. Shin and his followers have decided to part ways with the Appalachian Brotherhood. I had every wish to work together with Shin on my mission, and still do. But he is no longer open to discussion. His loyalty to the Elders is unshakable. He would rescind his oath before besmirching the Brotherhood's name. Should he ever open his mind, I will be ready to listen. Now I have one more announcement to make. I'd like to recognize a particular initiate's exceptional contributions to our chapter. In most cases, this recognition would take the form of a standard rank increase. However, being a knight is a dedicated responsibility, and it's become quite clear to me that this initiate has obligations beyond just the Brotherhood of Steel. I won't take you away from Appalachia. As such, I'm granting you the unique title of Knight Errant. Why don't you come stand between Scribe Valdez and I, so I may officially confer your title? For exceptional contributions to the Appalachian Brotherhood of Steel, I hereby name you Knight Errant. You may split your time with the Brotherhood as you see fit. We are forever grateful for what you've done for us. Now everyone, feel free to take a short break before your next assignment. You've earned it.
So, Knight Shin is gone. I can't believe it. I wanted to be optimistic about their conflict, right up until the end. But the more I think about it, the more I feel like maybe this was inevitable. If only there was more I could have done. Well, both of them would die for their beliefs. At least this way, they can pursue those beliefs separately, rather than killing each other over them. Well, that's going a bit far, isn't it? But it's a very nice thing to say. Thank you. Don't mention it. As the resident scribe, it's my job to keep things functioning around here. Things are gonna get a lot looser around here. Paladin Rahmani never believed in strict regulations. She's going to focus on recruitment and outreach. Well, if she can find the time. I'm going to keep doing my job. With one officer down, there's going to be a lot of slack to pick up. There's still a lot more I'd like to see out there, but right now, I need to support the Brotherhood. Until next time.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. What are we gonna do? Who's gonna handle everything? Who's gonna lead the recruits? What am I gonna do? Oh gosh. Okay, I think I'm alright. I don't do well with really big changes. I think I need some time to process this.
We owe this
Did that
victory to you,
really
Knight Errant.
just happen? I knew things between the higher-ups were shaky, but I didn't think one of them would actually leave. Especially Knight Shin. I mean, it seemed like the Brotherhood was everything to him. Well, I guess things are going to change a bit around here.
Knight Errant. It's been an honor to serve with you.
Whatever reorganization we need to do, I'm sure it'll shake out into something even better than what we've got right now. Paladin Rahmani is the leader I want to follow. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to it. See you around, Knight Errant.
Congratulations on your promotion, Knight Errant.
So, Knight Errant, how does your new title feel? Not currently, no. But seeing as there's never been a Knight Errant before, There aren't exactly any established rules for knight errants either. I'm disappointed Shin would turn his back on us, but it's certainly better than the alternative. There were times I truly wondered what I would do if it came to it. If Shin pointed his gun at me, I know what I would do. So I'm grateful he didn't make me do it. Now, we can start making the Brotherhood the benevolent organization I always wanted it to be. Our focus has to be helping the people of Appalachia, reaching out a hand and making them feel safe. This is a new dawn. Be proud that you were a part of it. Don't be a stranger. There will always be a place for you at Fort Atlas, ad Victorium.